Kick to the gut. I like it.
Oh yeah, here we go, holiday. Hey, happy Vesak Day, everybody, whoever is celebrating, and of course, happy holidays. It's Mr. Young.
And it's for in the building, bro. Vesak Day,
Yes.
Hari Raya,
Yes.
all the long weekends.
Wow,
I got one question, bro.
what's that?
Why are we still stuck in Singapore, bro?
I feel like we've peaked in the year, until December. There's not going to be this huge string of holidays in a row, so everybody just enjoy it with some wrestling talk. How about that?
Yeah, man. Actually, it's actually even very hard to talk about wrestling, bro, because what is happening in the wrestling world these last couple of weeks, man? I mean, around the world. I mean, we're gonna talk about what's happening locally, but like post backlash, before Double or Nothing, what's going on, bro?
That's right. So many things, unfortunately, a lot of complaining to do. Let's get to that in just a bit. But I want to say hello to everyone in the live stream, in the chat, by the way. Edison, it's good to see you. Referee Ryan from SPW, what's up? Hey, could we see Referee Ryan take a bump very soon? SPW holding their show on the 27th of May. We'll get to that in just a bit as well. But as always, if you want to talk more wrestling outside of the live stream, you can always check out our Discord. The link is right there in the description. There's always a conversation there, so you can always jump in. Agree, disagree, don't care, fuck yourself, whatever you want.
Apparently, there's always heated discussions, hot takes from some of the listeners that join on the Discord. Sometimes, bro, when I wake up, I don't check Bleacher Report, I don't check my Sportskeeda. I just open up my Discord, then I will have all the latest wrestling news. So, shout out to everyone in the community for being so gung-ho, so on, man. Shout on low.
Yes, yeah. Hey, man, look, wrestling, we love our wrestling, and nothing gets us talking more than, our favorite sport, right? Or sports entertainment, as it were. So much so that every time, and this is a little inside track, right? Every time, Foreign and I, we start the podcast, we're like, okay, let's try to keep it like an hour and a half today because, we are busy, we got things to do, we are working adults and all that, right? End up 2.5 hours, 2 hours. Always, bro.
Bro, I tell you, if we just live stream a Twitch from our Discord channel, I think it will just never end. It's just a never-ending stream of just wrestling. I mean, but we love it, bro. You just hate what you love and you love what you hate, bro, right?
24/7 channel, let's go. 24/7.
Kick to the gut network.
Oh my god. Okay.
But I must say, right, being in the Discord apparently have some perks because we are going to be talking about GrappleMAX Fight Club this weekend, and shout out to the people that we mentioned in the Discord that you guys we ran a contest, and fastest fingers first. Shout out to the people who could be in the live chat right now, who are actually going to be joining us this weekend. We're going to get a booth, and we're going to get some wrestling live, man. How awesome is that?
Get to hang out with us at the former Siam Tiu, is what I heard this place is. So,
wait. Bro, can you explain to me Siam Tiu? I mean for non, or is it Hokkien or Mandarin?
Siam Tiu, actually, no, I think it's Thai, because Siam Tiu basically means like a Thai bar.
So is it like a disco bar, is it, bro?
Yeah. My brother, have you not visited the infamous Siam Tius of Bangkok, Thailand?
Oh, I don't know, man. Are we talking about the one where they give you garland?
Got many different types. Let's just put it that way. Every different one got different gimmick, bro. They are gimmicks.
Okay. Let me check. Referee Ryan, Edison, Irvin, have you all been to this some Tues before, bro? Can you tell us more about it?
Maybe they don't want to admit. Hey, this is a safe space. You know what? We've been to because we just go there to check it out.
Okay. Guys, this one not circuit breaker, bro. You won't go to you break curfew and then go behind your wife. Oh no. This guy is safe space.
Bro, that one you go there, something else break. Say, don't want to go into that. Where is this podcast going, bro? Foreign is halal mode. Cannot, bro.
See, I got the halal mustache and beard already. Cannot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Where got time, Referee Ryan said, Referee Ryan, he's so good boy. No time to go Siam Tiu one.
Yeah, bro. He's the one running the operations, bro. He's the true ring leader, bro.
Oh boy. Okay. We have a Patreon set up in case you haven't already heard. You can always check out the link in the description. Several tiers of support. However you want to support us, hey, we appreciate it nonetheless. Whether it's coming on the live chat to chat or hanging out on the Discord or, subscribing to our various tiers with various benefits as well. Go check it out if you want to take your support to the next level. All right. Let's get on with this week in wrestling. I'm sorry, but today, this morning, while I was taking my shit, I was like, all right, what can we talk about that's really newsworthy from like the main North American promotions that we watch, AEW and WWE? And I was like,
yeah. What? I had to like jog my memory and like what happened this past week, on WWE AEW. A bit hard, lah.
Why is everybody in this holding pattern? It's so weird right now.
No, but I'm actually annoyed with AEW because technically they are having their Owen Hart Cup tournaments, but it's not really like it hasn't gotten started, like haven't gotten out of first gear.
Let me suggest something to you and see if you agree, right? They've been doing qualifying matches for the actual tournament. It's been on your TV screen week after week after week. It seems like there's no end, to a point where it's like, oh, another week of Owen Hart. Like, I'm bored of it already.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
And hasn't even started yet, bro.
Yeah, apparently it's quarterfinals, but at this point it's like, who cares lah? Okay, you're a football guy, right?
Yeah.
When you have these sort of tournaments, right? Like, okay, World Cup, I guess, would be the example, because they have like best of 32, best of 16, and then blah 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 blah. Usually the first few matches nobody gives a fuck already. No, okay, the first 2 matches people care. Then after that, the round of 32, round of 16, people just kind of like, okay lah, never mind, I'll just wait until semis or quarters, right?
Yeah. No, but that's the thing, right? Like my favorite kind of wrestling tournament, if you bring it back to wrestling, right, are always those one night tournaments, you know?
Yes.
That one got stakes because you can kind of follow the story from the start of the show all the way to the end of the show.
Well, here's the other thing. We don't know how this is going to be formatted. Are the finals going to be at Double or Nothing? Did they say and I missed it, or what?
For now, right, it seems like the semi-finals would be still this coming week.
Okay.
So I believe you're right. The finals itself will be at Double or Nothing.
So could it just be a case of we have short attention span? They should have just given us quarter, semis, finals, not freaking qualifying even before the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, bro. One of my favorite like one night tournaments, Deadly Games, bro. Remember Survivor Series 98?
Okay.
Where is the year after the screw job where it was Mankind and The Rock. And then I think The Rock won, but then he turned heel on Mankind.
Okay,
remember?
okay. Yeah. I vaguely remember. My mind is not as encyclopedic as yours. Now I need to go and watch.
Okay, don't worry, I can jog your memory. It's the one where they repeat the screw job as the year right after. Because they pretend to ring the bell.
Right. Okay,
on
yes.
The Rock.
I remember now. Yeah.
Then he get the corporate guy. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, right, what I like about those kind of tournaments is like got running storyline, you know.
Yeah.
You know? Like and it's always right, the matches are not random. There was always like a rivalry. So like at that point, remember Undertaker and Kane was actually inside the tournament.
Right.
Progress. So like I like it when they somehow managed to converge all the storylines into the tournament. That makes sense. Not some random, hey guys, I want to honor Bret Hart, that I'm just gonna do a tag team fight against each other for no reason.
Yeah, right. And if you are going to do that, right, at least show the random draw. Don't just announce, oh, by the way, Cash is fighting Dax, huh? What? You know what I mean? At least make a story out of it. Oh yeah, do the random draw. They're like, okay, wow, shit. And then they shake hands and have their whole thing. I mean, it is what it is lah.
The biggest issue, I think we talked on the Discord as well, was last week's Dynamite, right? Remember the main event was supposed to be Jeff Hardy and Darby Allin?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden they say, hey, since when it become a anything goes fight? Apparently, Darby Allin just go to Tony Khan, since both of us are Daredevil, just make it anything goes, no disqualification match.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, of course, like, I don't know about you, but have you noticed Jeff Hardy's Swanton Bomb lately?
I've seen it.
He just potatoes the fuck out of everybody with it. He's like, okay, never mind. I'm not even going to try missing. I'm just going to drop my whole fucking back on you.
Apparently, that's I heard something that Matt Hardy was trying to explain that it's actually safer for Jeff Hardy to do that, but it's to the detriment of the person taking it.
Exactly, right?
Because what happened was, right, if you do the original Swanton Bomb, right, his upper part of his back will hit the guy, then he will take the full brunt of the force on his lower back and hit the mat lah.
Yeah.
So I think he's trying to protect his lower back, but like you say lah, the thing just smack the guy right in the face.
Yeah, like the whole body weight of Jeff Hardy just collapses on the person taking it. So damn poor thing. Honestly, like this tournament has. Like, usually I love tournaments. This tournament has not held my interest. Like, okay lah. Long story short lah, they should have shortened it. It just went on way too long. Now the buzz is all gone. Plus, have they announced stakes?
Yeah, they haven't announced stakes. And you know what? I will go one thing further, bro. Then I think they announced the tournament too soon. Too soon. I think because we know about this tournament since like late last year when they started announcing the partnership. And it just happened throughout the month, like, I don't know.
Bro, they are like the opposite of WWE. WWE is like, oh, next week, quarterfinals. Huh? What fuck? King of the Ring. You know what I mean, right? So it's almost as if we have two freaking opposite ends of the spectrum. One is like, wow, let's drag this shit out forever. The other one's like, okay lah, let's just do it next week.
Yeah, them schizophrenic. I mean, I don't know, man. Chat, like, have you guys been enjoying the Owen Hart Cup tournament so far? I mean, there's even the girls one to follow as well. I mean, so much that, you know, I mean, I tell you, unless you're a real wrestling fan, if I'm a casual person, if like somebody on the chat right now just randomly come right and check this out, they're like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Bro, Riho versus Ruby Soho. Battle of the Hoes. It happened on Rampage, and I actually like tried to give this match. You know what? As far as Ruby Soho goes, done. I'm done with her. Like,
really?
No
that
hope.
Bad?
Like, she had all that heat coming in, right? And then they had sort of like a sloppy back and forth. Like, and
really,
Toni Storm is still in the, like, what has Toni Storm really done recently? Is she still in the tournament? I don't even.
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
Bro, she had a match with Jamie Hayter that she won.
Right. Yeah.
She won it on Dynamite. Yeah, no, but I understand, because when we record this show, right, we record it today on a Monday. It's been a couple of days. But what does this mean that after a couple of days, we forget about the matches that happened?
Forgettable. It's absolutely forgettable. And that's the problem we've talked about with AEW. It's like they keep doing all these over-the-top things to a point where garbage matches are no longer memorable. Ladder spots are no longer memorable. Because it happens every week. And then,
bro, would you argue, right, bro? Back in the day, right, Attitude Era, right, you only had two major wrestling shows, the Nitro and Raw, and people are salivating, like waiting to know what happens next week. They're like, you know, really invested in the shows because very little content.
Yeah, well, back then they had all the garbage matches as well, because that was when ECW influence was very high, right? But they had strong characters. They had the NWO. They had Rock, Triple H, Stone Cold Steve Austin, even your mid-card, the Hardys, Edge and Christian. You know, they had strong characters everywhere. So arguably, even if the wrestling was shit, there was always something entertaining to watch. Whereas now, everyone's wrestling is, got standard one, right? But nobody's standing out. Nobody is like, oh, I want to check out this guy, right? Irvin says, Toni Storm, no reaction. Yeah, exactly. Because like her promos are just bland. Even almost to a point, it feels like they don't let her talk anymore. She just stand there. I don't know if you realize. Yeah, and when she comes out, it's like dead down. Nobody gives a shit. Because these WWE defections also so common to the point where it's like, oh, okay, another one. Keith Lee, Isaiah Swerve Scott. All when they come out, it's like,
no reaction, huh?
Yeah.
So I think the issue is, right, first of all, they are in a new environment, but I feel they haven't freshened themselves up as a character. They haven't grabbed the brass ring, grabbed the competition by the throat. The last person I remember vaguely, like, really breathe new life to his character was Miro. Like, Miro was the one guy I can think of, right? Like, okay, this is a whole new person, and I want to see what he does next in AEW from WWE. But like the rest are just continuations, right? Yeah.
Well, what happened to Miro, by the way? Bro, is he still in limbo with his hot wife and God?
I mean, that's the best place to be, like, we think about it. You just need religion and your wife. But no, apparently he's actually shooting a movie or shooting some sort of TV project. The last thing I saw him on social media was that he was rehab. He had two major surgeries that he was taking. So, and then in between he was doing a movie. So like, I think it's a matter of time because, right, bro, great segue. I think we need Miro back in the TNT Championship picture, because what the fuck just happened on Rampage?
Okay, so you had Scorpio Sky versus Kazarian, and then they played up this whole angle of Scorpio Sky wants to do it honorably. They used to be tag team friends, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then turns out it was all a swerve, right, at the end?
Yeah, how annoyed are you that Scorpio Sky actually was becoming sort of a likable babyface,
Yeah.
and then when the time comes, he just straight away went back and became a heel. Like, how annoyed are you at that?
No, I'm not just annoyed at. Actually, I didn't hate it that much. I hated it because of the fact that he was kind of being teased to go face when facing Sammy, and then now versus Kazarian, he like a double like what? It's almost as if they have no idea what they're doing. They're just reacting in the moment. Everything is an in the moment thing.
But then wouldn't that mean Scorpio Sky now is back as a heel, right?
Yeah lah.
And facing against Sammy Guevara, because Sammy Guevara is still a heel.
Yeah. But didn't he try to come in to save?
Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm confused. Okay, maybe. Here's my theory. Actually, right, the crowd was trying to turn Sammy Guevara heel, right?
Yeah.
And I think he's trying to embrace this, like, okay, fine, I am a bit of an asshole, but I still want to be honorable. He's trying to do the Cody thing, bro.
This is not, whatever it is, it's not working. It's just confusing. It's annoying. Just lean into the fact that you are dastardly heel. Not dastardly, he's an annoying heel, right? And
That's why Miro just needs to come back and just destroy everyone in the TNT title picture.
yeah, he's like, enough with all this shenanigans. I'm just going to take over the championship, or actually step into the World Heavyweight Championship spot. Because I don't think, and I suppose we can talk about it, right? Hangman, CM Punk, they had a cool promo. Why was the crowd against CM Punk? I didn't understand that. It's just one of those weird things.
Because you knew that Dynamite was actually from Long Island, right? Airing from Long Island last week.
The Hangi is from Long Island, is it?
Johnny Hangi is one, and also MJF territory, bro.
Oh.
So remember the previous time when MJF and CM Punk were feuding, they all like turn on him. So like it's basically a pro MJF crowd.
Right. And next week is in Chicago, isn't it?
I'm not too sure. Is that the case? I can't remember.
I remember like a passing statement when it might be Chicago next week. Well, even if it's not, they are going to cheer CM Punk for sure. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. It's just one of the bizarro towns for CM Punk last week.
So then question, who's going to be heel? Who's going to be face in this?
It seems to me it's still babyface versus babyface, but like I think Hangman Page is showing a bit more age to his character. Like he's not a walkover now. Now he like, I think people talking about like, probably he hear people talking shit about his reign, like it's boring and like he's a forgettable champion. I think he's like, okay, I'm reacting. But
so he's doing a Stone Cold lah. He's doing a Stone Cold lah. He'll be like,
he's like fuck all of you who don't give a shit about my title reign. I'm still gonna be champion, blah blah blah.
Zayden says, isn't MJF rumored to be going to the WWE? Well, he has how many years left in his contract? He has stated that if he doesn't
2024.
Yeah, there you go. He stated that if he doesn't get a pay raise, because he's still on like his original deal, which apparently sucks. Because back then he was kind of quote unquote a nobody, right? Yeah. And then in came Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, commanding even more money, and he believes that he's if not at that level or around that level. So he wants more money lah from Tony Khan. So he's putting it all out there.
I was reading up on this story, right? And he did an interview with Barstool Sports, right before Dynamite. I found out the figure that he's being paid, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a lot for us Singaporeans. I look at it, I'll take that money. But like, if you think of it in the grand scheme of things, he's one of the biggest draws on their show right now. He's only being paid 200K a year, bro.
Right, and compared to like a CM Punk or Bryan Danielson or Moxley.
Yeah, 200K a year, which is like about 20,000 a month. If you think about the travel that they have to do on their own, it's really not a lot.
But do you know how much the others make? That's the question.
Of course, CM Punk,
million.
$1 million deal. You know what's who is still one of the most highest paid stars in AEW?
Who?
You would be fucking annoyed if you hear this.
Young Bucks.
No, John Moxley, bro.
I'm not surprised. He was the first big WWE defection. It makes sense. He came in hot off his WWE run.
But you know why MJF is pissed? It's not because of Bryan Danielson and CM Punk getting big money like that. He's getting paid lesser, bro. And this is, I kid you not, it's the truth. He's getting paid lesser than Mark Henry and Big Show, bro.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. I get why he's a little bit salty and putting it out there. He's using social media to his advantage, right? He's just basically telling everybody without telling Tony Khan, you better pay me more money.
Don't you think, bro, the top stars in WWE actually will make more money than AEW?
Yeah, probably. And I think he feels that he can be that top star. If, and this is a big if, they let him do what he does. You know WWE, they might try to like, okay, actually, no, you follow this script. And then...
Yeah. Oh, I've heard, right? I heard that they were doing a breakdown. Somebody actually from the Discord sent in the YouTube I think it was from Conan's podcast, right? Talking about the merch sales that Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns gets from their t-shirts and stuff like that. Apparently, like Cody Rhodes is now almost overtaking Roman Reigns as the #1 merch seller. He only got one shirt out.
Wow, really?
So on WrestleMania weekend, right? I think they dropped the Cody shirt right after his match. So that whole weekend, that shirt was the #3 best-selling shirt. And you know who was the top 4?
Who?
The WrestleMania shirt, like I was here WrestleMania. That's the main official T-shirt. Clearly Roman Reigns. And #4 was Stone Cold's T-shirt.
Well, not surprising, yeah.
Yeah. But what was surprising was that Cody Rhodes was a surprise entrance, and he was #3 top-selling merch of that weekend.
Okay, so how many times did Brandy log on and buy his shirt just to... Okay, no, I'm kidding, of course. But, I mean, I'm not surprised. The entire presentation, like we've said before, he just fits the WWE machine. He looks like a star. He's being presented like a star. It just works for him right now.
Yeah, I would dare say MJF also fits the WWE mold.
Yeah.
Showmanship. I think he's more of a sports entertainer. And clearly, in his interviews, he's been always like name dropping Bruce Pritchard lah. Oh, Cody is still my best friend.
Yeah.
I still follow his career. So like, he has an in. Cody. What he's watching closely, how Cody's career is going in WWE.
Yeah.
He probably will make that move, man. I won't be surprised.
Yeah, and well, that could be the big move. And knowing Vince, knowing him, like what he did with Cody, he's like, okay, you know what? We are taking the whole presentation and everything. You're already a star. We don't need to repackage. Hopefully, they adopt that mentality for MJF as well. And
If I was Vince, right, I don't know why a part of me wants to be like, oh, I want to put my stamp on him. If I was Vince, I would be like, yeah, you're already a star. I don't have to do much to change you. You just do it the way you are. Like, isn't it easier as a promoter?
It is, but there's an ego and there's okay, we need to own him, sort of a vibe. So, or maybe in his old age, he's going to be just like, okay, you know what? Actually, you've done great stuff. Just let you be you. So what Cody has essentially done is transcended that. Like, he's become like a Brock. Where, Vince is not going to change Brock.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of Brock, bro, it's a great segue, bro. Because clearly, I would say the biggest news story coming out of WWE is apparently the Roman Reigns is angling or like apparently is being lined up for a more Brock schedule going forward. Yeah.
So he actually on a random house show in some small town decided to share with everybody that, it's been great. I've had fun, blah, blah, blah. Macam like he's leaving, right?
Yeah, that's right. And also like it seems like apparently if you conquer the whole of WWE, right? You know what's your promotion?
What?
How you get promoted is like, okay, you can wrestle less dates.
Oh yeah. Go Hollywood, do TV.
Yeah. Okay, and you can take time off. You can come and as and when you want, avoid live events. I mean, I think maybe what wrestlers all should aim for is you have such a draw that anytime you come out, it's a big deal. So that you don't have to come out often.
Exactly. Well, I mean, that's the point, right? Like Bray Wyatt had it for a while, remember? Freaking do nothing only as the Fiend and then make much money and all that stuff. Brock, Undertaker, I'm sure Cena, has that sort of a deal right now. And you don't bust up your body quite as badly as you do lah.
My question is that a good thing or bad thing for WWE not having their top star as like a full-time star?
You know what? I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but the problem is who else is waiting in the wings? Right? Yeah, you have Cody, but he's not quite there yet. You're not going to pull the trigger on Cody yet. You kind of have Drew, but he's not at that top level yet.
You have to shit him up back again.
Yeah. And then it stops there. Like, who else? Randy? Okay, yeah, Randy is kind of... But,
Randy
he's busy with the tag team title scene and everything. Then...
Yeah. Okay, I would say... If I was like being optimistic, this is actually a chance for the rest of the roster to step up.
Yeah, sure.
Like I see people like, honestly, my opinion, people like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens going to the next level.
Sure.
They have been in the work, but they should.
I feel like Sami Zayn would be the kind of guy who's like, because he's like, his whole storyline now, he's trying to angle to be part of the bloodline and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, which is kind of entertaining.
Yeah, so he's going to be the fall guy that does the wrestling lah for Roman when he's not around, quote unquote, representing. But we all know he's not really representing. And then you got Jimmy and Jay as well, and then Roman can go relax a bit. Yeah, have his little relaxed schedule. My biggest issue though is it would be fine if he was SmackDown champion, but he's both. So right now on Raw, sometimes it feels like
there's no top champion running the show.
Yeah, it feels empty, doesn't it?
Is it weird to say that the biggest stars on Raw is actually the tag team champions, RK Bro?
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's a good thing, but do they really have, like, how many times can we see RK Bro versus Street Profits versus Alpha Academy? It's okay lah. I've seen so many permutations of it. I'm done with it. Like, once again, it's this WWE versus AEW, both on opposite ends of the spectrum. On one side, it's the same match over and over again. On the other side, no, we'll have different matches every week. But then it's like some nobody versus some name, and it makes no sense.
Yeah, it's hard lah. But I try to find some joy in certain things I see in WWE. Like, you gotta admit, anything that RK Bro does so far, interaction with the Usos, even them teasing that they're gonna go after the titles again, like they have got me hook, line, and sinker, because I damn really want to see that stupid inter-promotional unification match. Damn it, give us that match. Come on.
Okay, this is all on Randy, right? I feel like without Randy, this whole Riddle thing,
Riddle is carrying Randy's job lah.
Doesn't it feel like it though? Like to me, like, obviously Riddle is very talented in terms of in-ring, right? But it's almost like the RVD problem, where RVD just, he was champion, he had a run, but it was never like next level, because it's just the vibe. Like, you're not going to put a stoner on a poster at the end of the day and be your world champion.
The way to make Riddle like much more like, get more fans behind him, he needs to be put in peril more. Like, there must be a sense of danger. Okay, if it was me lah, like, I want a situation where suddenly Riddle kena ambush, like when Randy is away, get beaten up like mad by the bloodline, like freaking like dying already. You know what I mean? Like, he like, and then it just basically he's the one that causes the anger to come out of Randy,
right? To
in a rage, like, I think if he becomes a better babyface in peril, that might give more sympathy over to Riddle, because Riddle just chilling. He's just chilling, but he's not. I don't connect with him as like, oh shit, I want him to succeed kind of thing.
Well, maybe it's because, right, we obviously, in Singapore, we are not stoners. There's no such thing in Singapore. But in the US, right, like, there's a huge stoner community. Maybe they are actually, connecting with that. We don't find it relevant because it's not relevant to our lifestyle, right? But maybe they do. And it's something that we're just not seeing. Yeah,
but okay, like, looking forward, right, Hell in a Cell is coming up. So Hell in a Cell is like one more people we need to get through before like the big stadium shows. I would say, right, if I was the one booking WWE's matches, there's actually a whole bunch of good matches that I would pull the trigger in the Hell in a Cell match. You know what I mean? Like, if in the next couple of weeks, Seth and Cody suddenly get really, really vicious and violent, they have already started to do it recently. I think they deserve a third match in Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah, I think all signs point towards Hell in a Cell, right? It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, so like that is actually finally a Hell in a Cell match that deserves to be in a Hell in a Cell match.
Exactly, and not just a rando Hell in a Cell that they have to throw together. Several people suggest that Riddle turns heel on Randy. It was an act all this time. You know what? If Riddle did turn, he can just say, it was the drugs.
If Riddle turns and becomes like a violent, like dangerous killer, oh man, and then like both of them like,
can you see it? Can you see it? Can you think he can pull it off though, Mr. Stoner bro guy?
He will be an abusive druggie lah.
Wow.
Drugs can make you do different things, and then drugs make him become like a bit fucked up lah. I don't know.
and then or he could turn against the drugs. He's like, I'm straight edge, and then he starts being straight edge completely 180.
Yeah, better than you. Oh wait. You talk about how RK Bro is one of the top stars in Raw. But actually, we forgot to talk about one more faction, bro.
Oh, Judgment Day. So, I mean, it's quite obvious that they are going to feud with AJ and Finn. And the rumor is that Finn will turn on AJ. I still would rather Ciampa, no more Tommaso.
Okay.
We don't do first names here in the WWE. I would rather Ciampa join, honestly. Like, Finn doesn't need it, you know?
Ciampa needs something to latch onto on the main roster, yeah?
Yes. That's why I still hope it's Ciampa. I mean... That faction is cooking right now. Edge goes on the mic and he burns the crowd all the time. People boo them. It's great. You compare that to the House of Black, where they do something again, and it was like I don't even know what's going on with the House of Crap right now.
I mean, they could have turned Julia Hart heel. Like that was the closest they've gotten to actually showing that she could be turned heel, and then they never pulled the trigger. So I'm like, fuck them lah.
Yeah, like done. We are done with that.
Yeah.
Zayden says apparently Liv joined the club on a house show. Oh wait, as in AJ and the Bullet Club. Not really Bullet Club. They're just we hang out because we used to have a pass, but we have no official faction.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, what I like about this faction is that now they are using the faction to also highlight the women's division.
Yep.
So by association, right now, Liv Morgan is higher up the card because she's feuding with Rhea Ripley, who is in this faction.
But who wants to see Liv versus Rhea again?
No, but Liv versus Rhea, but with Edge at her corner. Like,
okay.
I guess it's a new permutation.
Bro. Rhea with Edge, without Edge, doesn't matter. She should be just destroying people.
Yeah.
And she should be smashing Liv.
Killer.
Yeah.
But somebody said on I saw on social media, damn funny here. So now Rhea is with Edge, right? So Rhea is big size, like strong and powerful. And the comment was like, "Hey, how Beth Phoenix feel? Edge got a younger girl, but also like a big badass like her also. Huh?
Edge has a type apparently. He has a
blonde.
type.
Big and glamazon looking.
Yeah. It'd be quite funny actually if Beth Phoenix just randomly shows up and goes, "Hey, what are you doing, huh?"
Hey, you like go main roster on Raw every weekend?
Let's talk about another lady that just made her surprise return on Raw. Okay, I guess this was a bit of a talking point, and I was happy to see Alexa Bliss back as the goddess. No more. Well, I mean, she's still holding that stupid doll. I guess they have to sell the merch.
Something's different about Alexa. Does she look a bit different to you, bro?
I mean, she looks refreshed lah because she's been away for a while. Maybe her hair is done differently. Her outfit, her ring gear is different for sure.
Yeah.
But she didn't really wrestle much, to be honest, because it was a bit of a squash, wasn't it?
Yeah, I enjoyed seeing her back, but I'm annoyed that now Sonya is just back as a wrestler. What happened to the comeuppance that she deserved? What happened to the Naomi storyline that was actually legitimately getting over?
Yep.
Just move on from it, and she just stopped becoming a general manager, and there's no payoff to her doing that.
I mean, hopefully they find some sort of a loophole, or they make some storyline where she gets some, because you're right. Now that you stripped away her corrupt official gimmick, right? She's kind of just bland and like, okay, like what's next for her? Yeah. And it's a waste because I think she was very good in that role. It's just that they went too hard on that role. Like if they made it a little bit more subtle, they could have dragged it out a bit longer, I feel.
Yeah.
They made her literally, it was like changing matches on the fly, like, and
made
you're
her
right.
a bit more conniving, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and yes, exactly. The big comeuppance, like back in the Attitude Era, if you had someone like that and they screwed over the baby faces all the time, you would confirm have a scene where every baby face does their finisher to them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like Stephanie McMahon, last time when she was like running down all the guys on the mic, right? She was an asshole at the start of the show. But at the end of the show, somehow in the main event, she will kena Stone Cold Stunner or Rock Bottom one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, why is everything so half-ass? Like, okay, we just change our mind. Or it's like, I don't know. It feels neutered, if there's a word I could, describe it.
Yeah, it's a bit half-cooked, I would say. Even something as like Bianca Belair, should be the top star on the show, right? She's the undisputed champion. She has some interesting contenders coming back. Asuka is back, but Asuka is feuding with Becky Lynch, right? I don't mind that being its own like thing, right? But then Sonya Deville was the one that was facing Bianca Belair. That was just a one night event.
Yep.
It's over. Then who's gonna face Bianca next?
Bianca has always had this problem where for some reason she's had no legitimate challenges. Every time she's won the title, it's like who's next? Like nobody, you know?
Yeah.
And right now I'm kind of cooling off on Bianca again. The exact same thing as last year.
That, which is weird because people keep asking me, oh, Bianca, her greatest moment as a champion? To me, it was her winning the title. Because I don't remember whatever happened. Like between her winning the title at WrestleMania last year and SummerSlam where she lost it in how many seconds to Becky, I completely forget what happened in the months in between.
So can we say that she's better in Chase?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Zayden brings up Lacey Evans. Okay. All
Lacey
those
Evans,
weeks of promos on SmackDown, suddenly they play the promo on Raw. Did they explain it? Like, why is she coming here? Did they do a trade? Or they just like, oh, here's Lacey Evans.
No explanation why she became a heel. Or apparently she is going to be a heel. No, I don't know. But the thing is, I was starting to like be okay with this character. Like, okay, I want to see her in the ring, see what's going on. And then suddenly all these stories about her becoming a heel. What the hell is going on, bro?
Irvin brings up a very good point. WWE doesn't do nuance well. AEW opposite. References so obscure no one knows. Exactly. We keep talking about both ends of the spectrum, right? Like, can
no
we...
middle ground.
Yeah, where is the middle ground? Is it in... what was that? Control Your Narrative? Is it in Impact? Is it in like why is it so hard to find that middle ground right now? I don't get it. And the fact that
WWE doesn't let the fans be happy, you know, but they give us, for example, a first time ever match on SmackDown, Raquel Gonzalez and Ronda Rousey, but then they change her name.
Smiley versus Smiley.
They make her smiley, you know what I mean? Like they can't give us the way we want it, just the way it's presented.
Smile, we shake hand, oh good GG, good match. Like what the okay? And so basically, they've moved on. Like they moved on, right? So who's like it almost feels like they're like, okay, let's just do it for this week and there's no long-term plan. They don't know what they want to do for Ronda Rousey. Because
if it was me, right now they're gonna make Ronda the clear babyface, right? Because she defeated Charlotte. If it was me, they give I can't even call her Rodriguez, but give Raquel a strong match against Ronda. Just nice. She just lost, right?
Yeah.
Like very competitive match. She was dominating in the match.
Yeah.
And then she got defeated. Give the handshake, do the whole handshake deal, and then go one time kena elbow forearm Ronda right in the face, and then Raquel becomes Big Mommy Cool on the main roster. Then you got a heel challenger. Perfect.
Yep. Then you will have next week, you know, they can set up a match for Hell in a Cell. But of course, none of that happened. Why would we want to do that? We'll just have Ronda lord over the SmackDown women's division and with absolutely nobody in sight. It's not going to be Lacey Evans. Because apparently Lacey Evans is on Raw. So
no, bro, you saw what's the backstage promo after that or not?
No, what was it?
It was like you know who's the one that was trying to complain to Adam Pearce that they should be the one challenging Ronda next?
Who?
Shotzi and Aaliyah, bro.
Right, okay, yeah, I remember.
Then I'm like, they are fighting for the right to fight, and then I'm thinking to myself like, girls, you guys gonna get crushed, bro. Don't even try.
It's like there is no legitimate challenge. They've built nobody up. Everyone else is injured, you know?
Yep.
So they're like, okay, let's just buy time and throw her scraps before the next challenger. I mean, yeah, exactly. Shotzi and Aaliyah, what? You know what? Make a 2-on-1 match, have Ronda destroy them both. I wouldn't even mind that.
Because that's clearly where they are on the card right now.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, oof. I heard a report, I read something that like, you know, Vince wants to turn Shotzi face.
Really?
She works better as a face anyway, because I don't know. Actually, you know what? The problem is, it doesn't matter. Because every time she's in the ring, it's been a shit show. Like, I hate to single out somebody like that, but I'm sorry. Have you ever seen an amazing Shotzi match?
Well, I saw her turn heel and nothing happened. Nothing came out of her that.
No, but even before that, all her matches, it was like botch fest, lah. So I'm like, maybe she should go back to NXT.
we always thought that it was too soon for her to leave NXT. Remember?
Yeah.
My biggest memory of her was nothing to do with her being in the ring. It was her hosting Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, like being cool and do her thing, and maybe that's her role, right? Right? Maybe she once in a while has a match. She'll be on Level Up, practicing a little bit more.
Yeah, man. Bring Dante back to the NXT main roster. Put Shotzi Level Up. Come on, what's this?
Alamak, what 1-for-1 trade? Okay. What else jumped out at you in terms of this week's pro wrestling?
Well, in my opinion, I think we covered everything, bro. Like everything that is significant.
Hold on. Hookhausen is a thing. We got to talk about that.
Okay, here's an interesting thing. I know your opinions on them, but I put up the poll on our Instagram, and overwhelmingly everyone loves Hookhausen. So like, yeah, tell me about that.
Okay, at least Tony Nese kind of smashed him. And it wasn't like, Tony Nese didn't like play as if he gonna curse or whatever bullshit. At least there was none of those shenanigans, right? That's fine, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tell me what you really feel.
What I really feel. Obviously, I feel like if you try to get somebody who's never watched pro wrestling before to check this shit out, they will immediately go, "What the fuck is this bullshit?" You know, like you have Hookhausen, who has the potential to draw in young girls, to be a star. He's a badass. He's cool. He doesn't really say much. He's perfect, right? And then you put him with this Joker who you have not explained. He's doing weird shit. It's like. I wanted to say it's like Rock and Hurricane, but at least Hurricane had some sort of like they explained Hurricane. Like we knew his motivations, what the hell he was doing, you know? And
it's the AEW issue lah, bro. It's like you need to know, you need to be in the know. If you don't know, too bad.
Yeah, well, okay lah. Then you ostracize the mainstream, and then people just think, oh, this is a joke. So one segment hurts the next segment as well. If I can't take one thing seriously, why can I take the next one seriously, right?
Yeah. Like clearly, Danhausen is supposedly, I guess, the new Orange Cassidy lah.
Yeah.
It's a joke wrestler, comedy wrestler who has a following, and people will laugh at like the stupid shit that he does. I kind of get it. I get the appeal.
Yeah.
But right, like I don't mind. To me, this is Hook taking a detour, doing a side quest. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
Like he's the young star. Clearly, you don't want to push him up the cut too soon. Clearly, you don't want to put him in the TNT title picture. He can't cut promos yet, or they are choosing not to let him do promos yet. So, after beating so many opponents, after squashing the competition, what is the in-between to do?
Team up with a joke wrestler.
Yeah, do a joke wrestler. I mean, escape. I don't mind this as long as Hook remains a badass silent killer.
Yeah.
Who doesn't entertain the lameness of Danhausen, like a bit of like a Pete Dunne with Riddle, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the moment he starts doing the curse again, the moment he like sells it or does stupid shit,
yeah,
then I'm done.
Keep them on Rampage. Keep them on the buy-in. Don't put them on the main card. How about that?
They are listening to you, bro. Didn't you see the double or nothing card?
Yeah. They're on the buy-in, right? Yeah, I know.
But in a weird way, right, bro. I don't know whether what this says about their booking or what this says about me as a fan. I don't mind watching the buy just to watch them wrestle.
Sure.
Like I want to see how did they pull it off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like it's like a car crash, or it's like something so ludicrous that you like can't help but watch, right? And I guess maybe that works in that way, but at the same time too, if they overdo it, like you said, if freaking Hook starts cursing people as well, then okay, like he's done. No, cannot
man. In a way, it is inevitable that they're gonna start weird shit like this. But it seems to have an audience. There are fans who want to see them.
But like we keep going back to this point though. Yes, the diehards want to see it. Give it to anybody else to watch, and they'll immediately tell you this is fake bullshit. You know what I mean? This is some embarrassing stuff. Why do you even watch this? It's the type of stuff we as wrestling fans grew up with that like we hate it because we know that later on in the card there's a CM Punk versus MJF. There's a Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. There's like hard-hitting action that that seems legitimate.
Yeah, I guess this is essentially the AEW undercut lah.
Yeah.
It's their Crash Holly, it's their headbangers, it's their.
But okay, even Crash Holly headbangers and follow me on this, right? They they are like, like in life, there's the serious people in life, and then there's the stupid jokers. Yeah, of course you can. But then now you have this guy who is cursing people. Like, is he sick in the head? Is he fucking stupid? Oh, Irvin says later you see backstage Danhausen got the dark hold. Ah, okay, yeah, maybe that will explain. That's why he can cut. But you know what I'm saying? Like, like I feel like Undertaker was really the only last supernatural one that kind of didn't make it look hokey as fuck.
Yeah. It will take a long time for them to, regain somebody like that, Yeah. Oh, I think Ryan said about Dante Che on a losing streak.
Well, I mean, he's just getting his wrestling legs, his sea legs in. It'll be fine. I mean, at the end of the day, we all know, right? This is not about wins or losses. Especially at that level where he is at right now. It's showing management what he can do. Anyway, Level Up is not canon. We all know this. Yeah.
I want to say this, and I hope he hears this, Dante. I think where he is right now, bro, I think he is at the John Cena hometown shots era of John Cena. When John Cena, after Ruthless Aggression, got a good debut, and then he started coming out wearing hometown shorts, but he wasn't, making a splash. He needs to find that gimmick. He needs to find that Dr. Takanami that suddenly, brings him up to the attention of the bosses.
Yep. What that is, we don't know. I mean, we've thrown out terrible ideas before.
Yep.
Bling, he should just join the cast of Bling Empire lah. Fuck it. Be super rich. Rich, spoiled Asian brat.
Go for it, bro. Come on, we've already told so many times. Like, remember we talked about him joining the Way at one point?
Oh, yeah.
Then we asked him joining Tian Sha.
No. I distinctly remember saying not to join Tian Sha, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to Boa, by the way? Is he still there?
He should be there.
What happened to Xia Li, bro? Xia Li.
SmackDown, but non-canon apparently.
Just randomly turn heel in a 20-second promo.
Yeah, so I think what Dante needs, like I thought there was something there where he suddenly team up with Raul Mendoza. Was it Raul Mendoza or
no, it was somebody else. Raul Mendoza is the guy in Legado.
Yeah, it's but one of the Latino guys. Remember he had that one match last week.
One off,
Yeah, but I think maybe going to the tag team will help him somehow.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's just put a bow on this week in pro wrestling. I've stopped watching NXT. I feel very bad to say that, but also I don't, because nothing's really jumped out at me. Like once in a while I see photos of Mandy. That's about it on NXT's Instagram. But
all right.
Beyond that, I'm like, which is sad because that used to be my show, right?
I know. No, but it's okay, bro. I feel like if they lose a hardcore like you, it's on them.
It's on them. Well,
it's
I
on
mean,
them, right?
Honestly, this entire week's worth of pro wrestling, I kind of felt like I could have skipped, and I wouldn't have, missed anything. I wouldn't feel bad. And the more you do that to your diehards, the more you're gonna lose them.
Can you imagine the mainstreams? That's why they're long gone.
Exactly. There's nothing really there to sort of go, oh, okay, shit. I have to watch this. It's not destination viewing.
The funny thing that I can say about this week in wrestling, the most popular, highly rated, biggest amount of viewers that is wrestling related.
Yeah.
It's not WWE Raw. It's not SmackDown. It's not AEW Dynamite.
What is it?
It's Young Rock, bro.
Oh my god. Wait. Which? Okay. What clip is this?
Okay, the recent episode of Young Rock, apparently on NBC it got 4 million viewers, bro.
What? Is it the episode where he's backstage with all those like Stone Cold, Undertaker, all those guys?
So apparently the match was it's about his first tryout match in Corpus Christi. So they were retelling the entire match how it went down lah.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a first his tryout match was against a Brooklyn Brawler, played by Colt Cabana.
Okay, sure.
But you know what? He kind of looks like Steve Lombardi, so I give it to him.
Yeah.
And then they had like a bunch of people like cosplaying lah. That's the nicest way I can say it. Cosplaying as the other wrestlers.
I've seen the clip. The only person that kind of looks like the real wrestler would be Stone Cold. Everybody else really looked like cosplayer.
Stone Cold was funny because I saw some of the comments like, is that Hardcore Holly?
Hey,
he was the Stone Cold with the hair.
Yeah, don't forget, right? Stone Cold used to have the hair, okay?
Yeah, it was before Balding took over and defeated his undefeated streak lah.
Yeah,
But
Balding tapped him out. He
Yeah,
tapped
but,
out to Balding. Yeah, go ahead.
his voice was good, bro. He had the voice for Stone Cold, bro.
But you know what this proves and this shows? That it's hard to be a superstar wrestler and have that physique and body. That's why when you look at AEW, nothing impresses because, I mean, I don't want to be a Vince McMahon and be a body guy, but, you know, there is something to that, like visually, right? When you see somebody who's jacked and athletic, you go, oh, that's a real athlete. When you look at Adam Cole, it's like, I could kick his ass.
Oh my god, yeah, that's tough.
You know what I mean though, right?
I know what you mean, but
And to find somebody who looks like an Undertaker, who looks like a Stone Cold, is actually very hard. You mean to tell me that they did open casting and then couldn't find somebody of that physique? Like there's no actor out there of that physique?
Actually,
Apparently not.
The only way they can find an actor of that physique is to hire actors, wrestlers as the actors lah.
Exactly. So that's my point. It's like you look at them, you immediately think badass wrestler. The Undertaker was the worst. Like he looked like this scrawny dude with long hair.
Yeah, didn't even try.
Yeah.
Okay, the Mankind one was, I think, forgivable because most of his face was covered up.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
it was like, it's fine. Triple H looks like Chris Pine with long hair, bro.
Triple H looked like one of those like very handsome model, like catalog models.
Yeah.
Like his acting was terrible.
The best was Stone Cold.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. But the point I wanted to make was, right, bro, think about it like this. A show that fictionalizes what really happened in the 90s still draw twice more viewers than Monday Night Raw.
Bro,
think about it.
It's sad, and we've talked about it before. The heyday, obviously, of pro wrestling as mainstream media is over. Right now, it's so niche. It's a bit like, it's sad because we love it. We want to shout out to the world about it, but you have shit like Danhausen. You have shit like, I'm sorry to say this, but, you know, they went nowhere with Nikki Ash. They have, you know, and that takes away from wrestling being cool. Wrestling is just not cool.
Yeah, like think about it. Like 10 years from now, do you think anyone would bother to write a documentary or a comedy about what happened in WWE 2020? Like,
not for the mainstream audience. For the WWE audience, maybe yes. Like they have their own documentaries and stuff. Like for the diehards, but one by one, I feel like the diehards are leaving. I say this every week, guys. Every week, there's just so much more out there that's taking away attention. You got video games, they're amazing. You got movies, Marvel stuff, DC stuff, and then wrestling is here going, we're fine.
Bro, I think bro, Lick to the Gut will become a media podcast really. Talk about other entertainment stuff. I tell you,
bro,
at the rate that we are going, man.
Exactly, right? Well, thank goodness there's local wrestling to talk about to fill in this weird sort of bottomless pit of meh this week, okay? Before we get there though, I just want to bring up one more thing about AEW, and they showed clips and a preview of their new video game. Oh, bro, did you see this?
Wait, they have new video content of their video game.
Yes.
Can we play it here because I haven't seen it before?
You haven't seen it. I don't know if I can launch it. I'm very afraid because my system, like Chrome might crush my system to death.
Okay, wait. Let me open up my YouTube and just you can talk about it while I just.
Sure. Okay. So I mean, we've heard the rumors, right, that Kenny Omega couldn't work with the people at Ukes for whatever reason. Maybe it was him, maybe it was them, whatever, right? But the whole thing about this was like, Kenny Omega, he's a huge video gamer as well. So, that's why he was part of the development team, or he was involved to make this AEW game. And they did mention that they were inspired by the old school, like N64 WWF No Mercy, which I'm sure you've heard people talk about being quote unquote the best, right?
Yes, correct.
So when people started looking at this footage that they put out, the footage is Nia Jax, Nyla Rose and Chris Statlander.
I'm seeing a couple of Nyla Rose, Chris Statlander, and it's like their early gameplay, right?
Does anything jump out at you?
Okay, I saw the top comment is like, judging by the animation, it looks like a bit like Def Jam.
A bit, because Def Jam, I believe, was it before or after No Mercy? Anyway, it was all inspired by No Mercy lah. That's the whole point, right? The problem is, what they've essentially done is taken No Mercy copied the combat style, and it was Yuke's who developed No Mercy, so they probably have the coding and everything, and just reskin and make everything look nicer lah, because better graphics ma.
Correct. That's true.
So for example, if you look at the combat, everything sort of like is an impact move, which is like what? So when when Riho punches somebody, you'll see the boom, and then it pauses for half a second. Boom, you know what I mean? It looks so. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like playing Street Fighter, which
it's like a early 2000s fight game lah.
Yeah, which is what what's his face loves. So I know this is early footage. I know this is, but it's not looking good. It's not like, you look at what 2K has done. They've made wrestling smooth, right? This is so arcadey and like.
But if you can't just copy 2K22 and make an exact simulation game like WWE, because that would just be copying the game, right? You need to kind of go in a different direction. So is this arcade direction like a bit too over the top? Or
here's the thing. If they were aiming for over the top, then go over the top. Like when you punch somebody, have fucking water, or have fucking, I don't know, like aliens fall out of Chris Statlander or something. It's like, that's like really arcadey. So now they've sort of gone in. Wait, AEW Fight Forever is not going to have entrances as well? What?
No, really? Who said that?
Jason said that. They did mention that the customization will be very limited as well. So it's like, why have they gone so backwards with this game?
Wait, what I heard was that they have gone way over budget.
Oh.
Because they spent a lot of money trying to develop their own engine for it.
Okay. Wait, hold on. They developed their own engine, but the gameplay looks exactly the same as No Mercy 2000. Like, what?
Because clearly, AEW developed their own game division because they do not want to. They do not want to have to pay money to license out the Yuke stuff, and I think Yuke's probably they want to like overprice them, like the shit out of them. Yeah. So I think they decided to go the other way, where they can create their own engine so that they can have their IP going forward for their future games. But my issue is to build like a smooth engine, right? It will take years, like multiple editions of the game. So it might be like 20 years down the road before like the game is like legit refined. Yeah. But we're getting the earliest version, which is the most crap lah.
Yeah. Zayden says no license for all the music. Wow. Okay, they completely shit the bed then. They have completely shit the bed then.
Well, that is clearly a budget issue. They must have spent so much money on other shit that they can't afford to pay CM Punk's cult of personality. Bro,
why not just like turn to Uncle Khan over there and beg for Grandpa Khan and beg for some cash flow?
I have no.
Make Tony Khan a secret character. If you give us $10 million more, we'll make you a playable character, the most powerful one.
Gosh, I tell you, Tony Khan would be if he was up to him, right, he would be a playable wrestler on the show, man.
Okay, so if they can't license the music, that's fine. Like, okay, like, the Jungle Boy entrance, Boom, Cult of Personality, then just don't they have any, or is all their music licensed?
No, not all. No, they have their own in-house stuff.
Right.
But like the popular guys, like, can you imagine Tony Khan wanting to pay Chris Jericho more money just to play Judas in the game?
But can you imagine Chris Jericho comes out to some random wow, the immersion. Like in 2022, you expect entrances, you expect the music. The fact that they can't deliver it, maybe they should just make this a fucking mobile game.
Do you think they should take another year to actually get everything right? Or is it because they're trying so hard to meet the deadline, that's why they are just rushing through it?
Also, if they take another year, wouldn't that add to the budget as well?
Yeah, it's like a production. What you keep it going. You have to. Maybe they just fighting to get it out, so they have something to show for it.
Just give up at this point. WWE 2K22, you can make AEW already.
Yeah, does this remind you of this development shit that WWE 2K20 went through, bro?
No, not really, because at the end of the day, right, like that one was Yuke's, the whole issue of Yuke's. And Yuke's left, and then they had to develop an engine out of the blue. So that was like an unforeseen circumstance. They still had the entrances, the presentation was still there. It was just the game was broken, right? Yep. In this case, they don't have the entrances. The game looks like shit. Like, everything just seems like a clusterfuck.
Okay. I need to see the like clip on my own. But from the few seconds that I saw, it looks like they're going for this very more blocky type of character, and
Bro.
I've seen a lot of it playing arcades, but not my kind.
Watch footage of No Mercy for N64. That's exactly where they've copied it. In fact, watching the footage, I'm like, bro, this is N64's No Mercy just with newer graphics. That's it, because everything looks like, you know, like a shoulder block, and then there's like a stiff sort of like animation, half a second delay, like impact. If every move creates impact, then every move is boring.
Okay.
Like when did No Mercy come out? Was it 97? Was it 2000? I forget. But it's 2022. You cannot have the exact same game just with reskin graphics. That doesn't make sense. It probably feels like shit.
They could just play the old N64, you know, games. You know,
exactly.
If they wanted it. I don't know, because I feel in my heart that this is Kenny Omega's baby, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, he's been spending a lot of his time, even now that he's injured, doing this thing, getting this shit out.
Didn't he leave?
So he didn't leave. What I meant, they had a disagreement with Yuke's, right?
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to find a way to get out of the Yuke's deal. Because, okay, clearly, right, bro, if I was a game developer, Yuke's, I fucking know this industry inside out. They got this new guy who's supposedly in a position of management trying to deal with me. But he's just a gamer, but he doesn't know shit about anything. Wouldn't I upsell him and like try to add more shit just so that they can just pay stuff for me to do? Maybe halfway Kenny Omega is like, oh shit, they are all taking advantage of me. They are like screwing me over. Then I think that's where the issue is coming.
I don't know, maybe they should just cut their losses and find another developer.
Probably. No, that's why I think why they were spending so much money at the beginning trying to develop their own engine so that they don't have to rely on a developer to do the engine for them.
Wait, but didn't they work with Yuke's right off the bat?
No, they worked with Yuke's right off the bat, but they kept the IP of the engine with them. Okay. So I guess it's like consultancy lah, bro. Like the Yuke's is the one kind of advising them, but they're paying shit ton of money to Yuke's to advise them to make the thing so that they have it with them.
And then what do they have to show for it? An outdated fucking game. Good luck. I don't know, maybe they'll prove us wrong. When is this thing supposed to come out?
Apparently they're aiming for third quarter or end of year release, but we shall see.
Okay, well, I'm going to make a bold prediction. If it does come out, no matter how good it is, it's probably going to sell a lot less than WWE 2K. And
WWE 2K, I don't know whether they sell that much in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, they did well. I mean, they did well enough that did you see Stephanie McMahon announced that they want to come up with a WWE RPG game?
So what? Grand Theft Auto WWE mode?
I don't know.
Walk around the performance center.
Fuck you know, I feel like this could be something where you are some character, right? You create, maybe you can create your own character, and then you navigate the mythology of WWE. So you got like fucking Kane and Undertaker. It's like how they tried to do the New Day and Undertaker show on Netflix.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like it's some kind of fantastical nonsense that I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Bro, give it 10 years, you'll see WWE in the metaverse. All of us will be freaking on VR sets. Do you want to be a NXT trainee? No, this is the performance, and then you all pretend to be doing wrestling moves.
Oh god, okay, yeah, never mind. Let's leave the wrestling to the professionals. Talking about which, right here in Singapore, okay, SPW is doing their big event on the 27th. It's called Homecoming.
Yes.
And it looks really, really exciting. I can't wait for it. Unfortunately, though, I am working the entire weekend. I just found out.
Oh, so what happened, bro?
It's Army Open House, bro. So come down to the Army Open House, bro. I'm gonna have like 12-hour days, I swear.
The open house is until evening.
Yeah. Morning to evening, got rehearsals, got anyway. This is not the place or time to talk about it. But you are gonna represent. I know you are. So go have fun there, okay?
I will do my best. Next week, we'll probably, hopefully, get some SPW representatives to tell us more about the show. And we're working hard on that. But for this week, week also got local wrestling. So, bro, this weekend local wrestling, next weekend local wrestling. It's great to have the industry kind of coming back to life.
Absolutely.
Fight Club 3, bro. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, a big shout out to GrappleMAX, of course. Not just GrappleMAX, by the way. So, okay, Mr. Sam C, he is a local comedian, right? And he sort of has put this whole thing together. He's putting on his promoter hat.
And EVP hat.
Yeah, EVP hat, and not just put together a card with GrappleMAX, but I mean, what he's done, he's opened the door to the metaverse, other than the metaverse, the multiverse, right? And from what I've heard as well, this very fight card itself might as well be taking place in a different multiverse because it's quote unquote not canon, right? And it will feature wrestlers from GrappleMAX, SPW, and MyPW.
Bro, one night only, bro. Like, we haven't seen an SPW GrappleMAX event together in a long time. So this is actually a big deal.
What this is, like I said, hot off Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This is a completely different universe. I can't wait to step through the portal, you know? And that's you know what? Sam C is America Chavez. He just punched the portal to the next dimension.
Bro, this is not a forbidden door, bro. This is a how do you pronounce Siam Tui door?
Siam Tiu. Siam
I
Tiu
can't
door.
even pronounce it. Siam Tiu door, yes.
Okay, so it's happening at Riverside Point, right? Okay, the whole joke is that this place used to be a Siam Tiu.
Yeah. But now it's projector. Okay, so it's a proper establishment, guys. Come on.
Yeah, exactly, right. In conjunction with I can't remember which like arts thing lah, because it's at the projector, right?
The projector lah. The projector
is the projector?
Is the name. Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go. So we have a pretty awesome lineup right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 matches. And I do believe tickets are still available. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, go check it out, okay? Just check out GrappleMAX's Instagram page for all the details. 21st March, doors open at 7:30 and the bell rings at 8 p.m. Okay, all that aside, let's go. First matchup, tag team match. Jordan, aka the Oppa.
Remember the guy?
Yes, and Joseph. Remember we saw him at the last event?
Yes, correct. He had was he having a grade 1 match? Was that the guy?
No. He was in the first tag team match versus Sean P and Prabhu.
Hey, Prabhu's our guy, man.
Yeah. So okay. This is going to be an interesting match because you have power versus a lot of speed on the other side. Do you remember much of Sean P?
Sean P, wasn't Sean P the guy that he had the grade 1 match, right?
Yes, he had the grade 1 match, and I thought that he really he was quite outstanding. Yeah, I was like, this is a grade 1 match. Okay, yeah.
Wait, one thing we forgot to mention, for those who are unaware, who've never been to a fight club, because this is the 3rd edition in their series, right? This is not going to be in a wrestling ring, bro.
Yeah, this is old school GrappleMAX style. They were going to wrestle on a mat.
So you're going to be really up close to the action. It's going to be once in a lifetime experience. So can you imagine seeing the power and speed up close and personal?
Heck
awesome.
Yeah. Tovakin, welcome to the chat, by the way. How you doing? Happy holidays, everybody. So, okay, Jordan and Joseph versus Sean P and Prabhu. It's going to be an interesting opener, to say the least. I think this could have the potential to steal the night.
Yeah, I would say, right, bro, this is going to be an interesting crowd for them to fight in. I would say not a lot of them are going to be wrestling fans.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, right, they promote it as also a comedy event. So like there's gonna be a bunch of people in the crowd who are new to either discipline. So the pressure is on this tag team, right, to like boom, like steal the show, set the tone for the night. So I know it's gonna be a great match because I think they're gonna set themselves to a high standard so that they can deliver and get everyone excited for what's coming out in the card. So looking forward.
That said, card subject to change, so we don't know if this will be the opening match. It could be another match, right? As we look at the card itself, singles match, Crypto Bro versus the Wonder Boy from MyPW.
Okay, so our first inter-promotional match of the night, Crypto Bro, of course, everyone previously knows him as Lady Killer.
That's right, Dennis. The funny thing is, if you see his photo on the poster, it's this cartoon monkey.
What's up with that?
Yeah. Why is he not showing his face anymore? What's going on? Or is this because this is a multiverse thing?
Maybe he's really all in about respecting the culture, respecting the women now.
Sure.
Never show his face.
So yeah, I mean, I actually think that this might be an interesting opener if this were the opener, because you got two veterans here. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the Wonder Boy has done quite a bit of comedic wrestling as well, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, Wonder Boy is actually technically he's a younger guy. He's like still very young in the business, but he is considered like a phenom, like a rising star. So I think this is a case of Lady Killer wanting to give the shine to this guy, give the rub to one of the up and coming stars in Malaysian pro wrestling.
Sure. Okay, anything else you want to say about this match?
I'm assuming it's gonna be like a student versus mentor match in a way. Even though the student is pretty accomplished. So think of it as like a Austin Theory versus Johnny Gargano kind of fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, interestingly enough, the next two matches, there's one main event and there's one unsanctioned match. Okay.
Ooh, are they gonna do an AEW, bro? At the end of the match, lights out.
Lights
this
out.
is not real.
Well, this is X Siam Tio. The lights are going to be out the whole time. What are you talking about? No.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I don't know which one is going to wrap things up. I'm guessing that the last match, the unsanctioned match, will be the one. Because okay, I mean, I spoke with Sam about the event at the last GrappleMAX show, and well, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to potential spoiler lah. But there will be some kind of storyline leading there, and like I said, it's all non-canon. It's sort of like within its own little pocket universe, so you don't have to worry about like anybody's storyline from before.
Are you saying it's gonna be a one night like storyline running through the night? Is it gonna be like a tournament? Not a tournament,
but like this is within its own self, so we don't have to worry about like who's face, who's heel, here and there, that kind of thing. Well, not too much anyway. Okay, let's talk about the main event then. Looks like an inglorious main event. Wilson and N-Boss Gregory versus Sean and YC.
Okay. So interesting story. We've tried to get Greg on the show to talk today. He couldn't make it. We tried to get the opponents on the show, Sean and YC. They also cannot make it.
Bro, it's a long weekend. Everyone out staycationing or some shit.
Yeah, bro. So I hope all of them better be busy training. That's why they couldn't get on the show. No, but I think clearly again, we saw from the previous GrappleMAX event, like Inglorious is like smooth, well-run machine. Wilson is I would say one of the aces in
GrappleMAX.
GrappleMAX right now. So like I think it's a matter of time before he goes for after the title or like gets featured up in a more prominent card. And Greg is gonna hold everything down. But what I want to see what Sean and YC is gonna do, because I remember, was it YC or Sean, the one with the long Chris Jericho hair? I remember liking that guy a lot.
Was it? It's YC. It's YC. It
was YC, right? Yeah. He had his fans at the corner at that point in time.
Yeah.
So he a bit like a young Chris Jericho, Lionheart kind of vibe coming to him. So like I'm hoping that it's gonna be a great face versus heel tag team match.
Let's very quickly go back to Crypto Bro. Irvin said something very funny. After the crypto crash, Crypto Bro can be like broke Corbin. Actually, that'd be quite funny, huh? He comes out and acknowledges it after like all these crypto coins just went south.
Hey, give chance to Crypto Bro lah. I don't know whether he might be nursing some losses right now, man. But depending on how he performs on the day or how he's presenting himself on the day, whether he's doing well or not doing well.
Yeah, no, it'd be funny if he came out like broke ass Corbin.
Yeah, it will get a chuckle out of like wrestling fans who are in the know.
Yeah. Let's talk about the unsanctioned match. Lights out and whatever the hell. I mean, fittingly enough lah, you got Butcherman from SPW. You got Cornelius Lowe from MyPW, right? You got John Day from GrappleMAX. So it's a triple threat. Straight Sauce versus Cornelius versus Butcher.
Is it unsanctioned because this is technically like a non-canon, like this is one time only, like this is never meant to happen kind of thing?
Maybe. Or maybe Butcherman wants to bring in what's his chopper's name?
Oh shit.
Clevy? Yeah. Maybe he wants to bring in Clevy now. I don't know. Maybe that is the storyline going in.
Yeah, no, okay. This is definitely not canon because I don't know whether you've been seeing TikTok or like social media, bro. But like apparently Butcherman and Dharma got some real beef, bro. Really?
Wait, are we talking shoot or are we talking like kayfabe? What's going on? Work heat or shoot heat?
That's why it's I do not know, and as a very learned wrestling fan,
Learned wrestling fan. Let's go.
I can't tell the diff, bro. I can't tell the diff. And apparently they are gonna clash at Homecoming. So I know we're jumping the gun a bit, but I feel like to explain the context of this match, I think it's important to let you know that apparently Butcherman, in his real character as Daniel, posted on his TikTok saying that, hey guys, like no bullshit. I really don't like this Dharma.
Okay.
So take it as you will. Watch the video and judge for yourself. But so he is in a very heated feud with Dharma going on over there. But now he's having a side quest here in GrappleMAX's Fight Club. So it's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, so this will be an entire contained little storyline. So even if you don't know any sort of context, they'll probably just, it will all be within the event itself. So if you haven't already gotten your tickets, go get your tickets. And don't worry about any of that. Just come and enjoy the evening. We'll be there as well in our booth and everything. Come say hi to us. We'll go say hi to everybody. It'll be a fun evening. 21st of May.
I got a couple of friends who are coming who have never seen. They are wrestling fans, but they have never seen local wrestling before.
Okay.
So I don't know whether he was listening to this, but shout out to Lloyd, one of my friends from UFC that I gym with usually, right? And he was thinking me, hey bro, you never bring me to a wrestling event. I want to check this thing out. I want to pop by wrestling virginity, local wrestling virginity. And I say, what better way than to go to Sam Tui?
Sam Tiu, bro. Tiu.
Sam Tiu. Is it right? I keep getting it wrong.
Okay, one of these days we take road trip to Thailand.
All right, Mister Young, married man bringing foreign to some Tiu in Thailand. Let's go.
Bachelor party, maybe? I don't know.
Oh dear.
A kick to the gut outing to Siam Tiu. How about that? I mean, locally we also have Siam Tiu lah. So, but not quite the same.
Should we run a contest and get some of our Discord friends all over there also?
I don't think that is why people come to our Discord, but okay, maybe.
Okay, wait. Speaking of it, so shout out to GrappleMAX because they actually gave us tickets to give away to our fans or our listeners to join us for the show.
That's
so
right.
we have our own booth, bro.
Yeah.
Just you, me, and 2 VIP friends of us.
Let's go.
So we ran a contest. Or well, not really a contest. We just put it on our Discord. Okay, fastest finger first. Who replied to this will get a ticket. So shout out to Toverkin, who confirmed that he can make it. But I don't know whether Edison is still in the chat, bro. Mr. Blackheart, are you confirmed or not? Because he said he's still deciding.
we
don't
will
decide too late, bro. Come on.
Yeah, we will confirm it with him or over on the Discord. But I think that'll do it for us here today, huh?
Yeah.
One of our shorter episodes. Well, I mean, it's been an hour and a bit lah, but an hour and a half almost. Not exactly short, but
we got through a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I think we will have more to say next week after reviewing the show and seeing it live.
Exactly, and hopefully, as we get closer to Double or Nothing, there'll be more interesting things happening on the AEW.
Yes, indeed. So at the end of the day, next week, it's going to be a Double or Nothing preview as well. Don't forget.
Yes, that's right.
It's going to be crazy. You know why? GrappleMAX review, SPW Homecoming preview, and Double or Nothing preview. So I think back to 2 hours next week, eh?
Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay. Everybody, thanks once again for hanging out. If you're listening to the podcast, we do the live stream on Mondays at 12 noon, like 99% of the time. Card subject to change, though. And of course, if you haven't already, drop us a like, a follow on our various social media platforms. If you're watching the live stream, remember to like this video, okay? And slide into our Discord and chat with us. More wrestling chats there. Links are in the description.
Yes. So guys, please support us as well on Patreon. If you guys want to, you guys enjoy what we do and you guys want to show your support, it will go a lot into helping us on our road trip to Thailand. Okay.
Are we really crowdfunding a Siam Tiu trip, a super kick party? Zayden says kick to the gut, super kick party in a Siam Tiu. Let's go.
Oh my god, no. But legitimately, one of the things that we can do and offer you see below, see the sticker there. You can have your name there, Patreon shoutouts.
There you go. All that and more. Lots of different tiers, whatever you're comfortable with. So, okay, guys, enjoy the rest of your long weekend. I know it's the last day of the long weekend. Sad. But enjoy it with the people you love and stay safe, everybody. It's Mr. Young.
And it's Foreign in the building. Have a good week.
Yeah.
Kick to the gut. I like it.